Ladies and gentlemen, it's The Dream, and welcome to the SBTV show. I am The Dream, as I just said, and I'm on with my boy Hatter. What's going on?
What's going on, man? It's nice to hear your name twice in the morning, kid. How you feeling out there, man? Did the alcohol get into you?
For a little bit, real quick, to let people know who I am.
The alcohol get into your brain or something from last night, player, or what?
Oh, man, you know me. I don't never. Alcohol and me, we do good together.
Oh, speak for yourself, man. I am hurting today, my God. Good time, though, last night, man. I tore it up with you, kid. We had a hell of a good time.
No doubt, no doubt. What's going on, man? How you doing today?
You know what? I slept on the couch last night, got home, and I am still in the same clothes that I was in last night, kid. I just rolled right off the couch and came here to get on the biggest show in the world, man, and have an absolute blast because today is Freaky Friday, man, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the beautiful honeys come through our screen on Twitter. Looking forward to it, man. So, yeah, I've seen a couple of stuff already, kid. What you got going on?
Nothing, man. Just getting up and getting into it, getting my day going. I got the energy flowing, and I just, feel good today, man. I'm real happy. You know what, dude? Speaking of which, just get right into some sports talk. Yo, lot of substance abuse suspensions going down in the NFL.
Yeah, what's going on, man? What you got there?
I don't know what's going on, but a lot of cats are getting caught out in the NFL with substance abuse suspensions coming out this season. Dallas just got handed down another one this morning. Hold on one second. Yes, I'm just pulling up my information so I make sure I got the right names. See, hold on one second.
Yeah, I got the suspension fallout here. Assessing the damage. Jets defensive lineman Sheldon Richardson, I guess.
Yep.
Let's see, Antonio Gates for the Chargers.
Yep, he just got dinged up.
Rolando McClain for the Cowboys. He's a linebacker there.
That's him and Hardy.
Wow.
They lost Hardy's gone to like week 10.
What were they doing?
Well, Hardy came from Carolina, so that was based on he beat like his girl up like last year, and he was suspended when he was with when he was with Carolina. They took him off, suspended him for like a couple of games themselves while they were doing the background check or they were checking into the information of the charges, and then they ended up trading him to the Cowboys, and then the NFL put down their own sanctions on him.
Damn, kid, unbelievable. Well, hey, a lot of fireworks there, and a lot of fireworks in the NBA last night, kid. A lot of contracts got signed, man. You have that stuff?
I don't. Dude, once again, I don't know what's going on with my Wi-Fi at the crib.
Oh, no, for real. I know that, let's see, Aldridge is, he's going to be meeting with the Suns, Spurs, and Heat. And he said the Blazers are still in it as well. So we'll see what happens with that, man. But let's talk about the Diamond yesterday, man. Jose Fernandez came out and won the game, dude. Beat the Giants. Started getting blown up right in the first inning, dude. It was 2-0. I was like, oh, what's going to go on here? And sure enough, the Miami Marlins ended up sweeping the Giants, kid. I'm so glad that you stayed off the Giants, kid, huh?
Yeah, I didn't touch the Giants, and I didn't touch, I didn't touch none of that stuff. So yesterday was a very nice day as far as I was concerned, as I had nothing to do with baseball.
All right. So speak for yourself, man, because, baseball's been pretty tough lately. But big ups to, let's see, Jay Cast. Wow, that's a son. Did you see the one Jay Cass sent already? I love Jay Cass is already coming at his stuff, man. Unbelievable. Jordy Best is out there. Let's see. Matty Fresh, Christos. Who else is out here? Got a lot of people rocking and rolling already, man. Yippa82 all the way in Australia. Shy Picks, Casano is on here. Sergio Rodriguez, Tip Talker. Vinny, what's going on, man? How you doing out there? Eddie E. C. Rodriguez Jr., Jason Bryce. Let's see, who else? Sir Mata is out here, the Canadian capper. Yato's going to be calling. Did you put a message out to him?
I did.
All right, so Sirach King J, Marlon, D, I got the Black Hasselhoff. I love that name. That's great. Sin City Maverick is out there. Good morning, guys. What is up, man? Freaky Friday. Send all the best photos you got. We will determine the winner at the end of the show and go from there, son. Do you want to jump right into the diamond? What you got?
I'm just I'm going over some of the Freaky Friday picks as of right now.
This is the day where we get
the spot.
This is the day where we get distracted, guys. So I hope you're ready for it, man. We're having an absolute blast every single day. Hey, Yato, the Brewers, man. I can't wait to talk to you about them. They are now 15 games under 500. Who the hell knows?
Hey, we got you got Dwayne Wade did sign yesterday with the back with the Heat again. I don't know if you were aware of that.
Yeah, I did read that.
Okay. So Wade's back with the Heat. What's your thoughts on LeBron?
I think LeBron's going to sign back with Cleve, dude. He ain't going nowhere. He's not even meeting with nobody.
I hope not.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see where that goes. And who else signed a big contract yesterday? We were talking about it last night. I forgot who you said. Somebody got like $44 million or something.
Oh, that was that's what's his name? I don't understand. That contract got me. Hold on a second. That contract got me miffed too. We just need to talk about that. Monty Ellis.
My God.
Ellis got paid yesterday.
I don't understand that contract one bit, dude. He's all right, but I don't think he's worth that kind of money.
Oh, dude. I'm looking. Here we go right now. The Pacers signed Monty Ellis to a 4-year, $44 million deal. Dude, oh, gosh.
I don't know, brother. That's a little. I thought that was a little steep when I read that. I was like, oh.
I thought that's kind of heavy for him. I don't know. What do you guys think about that contract? I mean, do you think that's? I mean, I know the hoop contracts. Some of them are just off the charts. Off the charts heavy anyway. But I thought that was a little bit of. I thought that was a lot for him.
It seems like these contracts, I mean, they're setting records every year for these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
more
and
more.
The NBA just was supposedly pulling back. So I'm like, I don't get it.
Well, not this time, brother. Not this time. So it's
and Duncan Stick is coming back. He's going to play again one more season. So he says he's back. He can't. So he ain't ready to retire and hang up the sneakers yet. So
how old is he? He's like close to 40, right? We're talking about Tim Duncan, guys.
Yeah. Duncan, I don't know how old he is, but I would say he's got to be close to 40. Yeah.
Damn. Running up and down the court. That's a testament to him, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I am in my 30s, and just watching these guys run up and down the court, man, that takes a lot, kid. You know what I'm saying? Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So big ups to them for that, man. Unbelievable. So, oh man, so let's just take a look here. We've got a couple of things coming up, guys. I would just want to talk to you real quick about what's going on behind the scenes here. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a major announcement coming up real soon. We got some details to finalize and stuff like that, guys. But as we keep talking about and alluding to, we got some major stuff happening at the biggest show in the world. And just when you think it's the biggest show in the world, it's going to get 100,000 times bigger. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave the cliffhanger there, guys. Get ready. We have a big announcement coming up, guys. Be ready for it in the next upcoming weeks. We're going to go nuts. Nuts come football season, player. You ready or what?
Oh, you know I'm ready, son.
You don't sound ready, man. You sound like a little beat from the Spanish bar we went to last night.
Nah, I'm good, man. I don't have that. I rarely ever get that. I rarely ever get hungover.
So my boy takes me last night. We go out. It was kind of dusty at some of the spots, dusty. Man. We went out last night, man. We were just having a good time, expecting it to be live out there, and not a lot of people out at some of the spots. So we said, all right. So my boy's like, all right, let me take you down the road. We're going to take you to Hartford, the city of Hartford. Let's go to a Spanish bar. I said, all right. I said, I don't know if I'm dressed for it, man. I got a Guns N' Roses T-shirt on with shorts and, my typical hat or whatever. Son, I walked in there, man. We definitely stuck out. We definitely stuck out in there, but there was some nice talent in there, though. My God, kid. Some of the stuff in there was crazy.
Into the hood for a minute for a little something.
Some of the talent in there was off the hook, kid. Damn. So I love the. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Bella twins, but there was a real thick Nikki Bella in there. She was just bananas, kid. I was like, oh. But I am married. You know, I can't be doing nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I could always look. You know how it goes. You know, it is Freaky Friday as well. But son, that.
Yo, it's like one of them spots, like in the I would say barrio, as they would say out in LA. It's like a like a local Latin spot, and like everybody in there is Latin. They play Latin music, salsa, reggae, the whole night. And then in comes Hat with the Guns N' Roses shirt and some white shorts. Oh,
son,
God.
it was like time stopped when we walked in. They're all like.
But you know what? The people in there, they're all good. You know, I've gone there from time to
great
time.
people. Yeah, great time.
The reason I like this spot is, like, it's not really a trouble spot. I never had any really issues in there. The only issue you got over there is parking. You can't park no damn where.
I know. Scared that we're going to get towed, man. I was like, oh, you know. But yeah, big ups to you for recommending that spot. I definitely want to go back, dude.
Oh, I know.
You know?
we got to change the attire a little bit, though.
Yeah, I know. I gotta be better dressed, man. You know what I'm saying? I went in there. I was like, oh, dude. I hate going somewhere where I'm underdressed, man. You know what I'm saying? I always like being overdressed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is, man. So, Yato's going to be calling in a few minutes. I think you told him 9:20, right?
9:30.
9:30. Okay, so let's get right into the MLBs and start popping. What do you think about that?
Let's go.
All right, so going into the MLBs, guys, it's been absolutely dreadful for your boy. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'm just trying to find my groove. I'm having a hard time. I've got my own little undercover system that I'm doing in the background, which is very, very complex and complicated. And, dude, I'm going to have to, like, write it all out on, like, a Tumblr wall or something like that. I'll end up doing it at some point, but I just want to make sure that I'm happy and comfortable with what I'm doing. But I am investing in futures every single day, nonstop. And I got some teams that knock your socks off with some of the payouts. So I'll be putting that up probably in the next week or so. Once I figure out what I'm doing and, get my complex system working properly. So, but the game stuff, dude, has been just absolutely dreadful for me. I'll be honest with you. But, hey, I'm going to give you guys some information, read some trends, go back and forth with the nation, and hopefully we can find some winners and turn this thing right around. So, we got Miami at Chicago today. It's a 2:20 start. Miami has Tom Kohler. Chicago has Jason Hamill. Chicago minus 175. And I don't have a total yet because of the wind changes in Wrigley Field. What you got there, brother?
We got Kohler's going for the Marlins. He is 6-4 with a 3.66 ERA. The Marlins are 13-24 on the road. The Cubs are 20-15 at home. They got Hamill on the mound. He's 5-3 with a 2.92 ERA.
All right, so taking a look at this game, guys. I mean, Miami is traveling now to Chicago. They had a really good 3-game set against the Giants. They swept them. The Cubs coming back home from beating the Mets. They beat up on the Mets pretty good as well. So the Mets just stink now, man. Really, really bad.
They did have a bad run with the Cubs at home, but it's. Anybody who's a Met fan and been following the Mets, this is usual Met work.
Oh, definitely. While I'm doing this, man, why don't you find who's in the lead right now as far as Freaky Fridays are concerned? Because, guys, use the hashtag SBTVNation, and you will see all kinds of stuff. I see a lot of Jen Selter photos, man. Jen Selter's, unbelievable. C. Rodriguez Jr. is on fire as well, man. So let me know what you're thinking so far. I'm looking forward to get our special guest judge Yato on here to help us out. But looking at Chicago, man, they're superior in like every statistical category there is, guys. They are home today. The total's going over in 4 of the last 6 Miami games, and the total's going under in 8 of the last 10 Chicago games, probably because they've been playing the Mets. So it makes a lot of sense there. Looking at these respective pitchers, I mean, Jason Hamill's been pretty good. Tom Kohler, not so bad either. You might want to consider taking an under in this game, guys. I just don't know what the total is yet. Once it gets posted, we'll have the conversation. But, dude, the bookmakers have stopped. Remember when they were posting, like, the 10 runs, 11-run game totals at Wrigley Field earlier in the year? They stopped that right out of the gate because they all went under. We pounded those, man. I wish those were still around, kid, to be honest with you. But we will keep it moving. There are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 games on the bump today, kid. Just for you. Dream. San Francisco, Washington. This should be a hell of a good series. Washington got beat yesterday by the Atlanta Braves, man. With they just couldn't give any run support to Scherzer. San Fran, Jake Peavy, Washington, Gio Gonzalez, Washington minus 160 at home with a 7.5 run total. What you got?
I am pulling it up. We got PV on the mound for San Fran. He's 0-2 with a 9.39 ERA. Been getting smoke showed. The Giants are 21-20 and 21-18 on the road. The Nationals are 21-14 at home. Gio Gonzalez is going today. He's 5-4 with a 4.41 ERA.
All right, so taking a look at this game, I mean, you would expect Washington to bounce back, but San Fran, too. I mean, it's been just really bad for them as of late. Let me just take a look at some of the trends for San Francisco, what's been going on. They are 4-9 straight up in the last 13 games when playing in Washington, and they're 1-4 straight up in their last 5 on the road. Tough road slide for them, man. The total's gone under in 6 of the last 9 Washington games. And Washington, believe it or not, is 9-3 in their last 12 games. They were on fire until this Atlanta series. I think they split the series with them. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, man. I mean, that's a lot of juice for Washington to be laying to the Giants. 160 is a lot, dude. You know what I mean?
I agree with you.
So, I don't know. I don't know. I might have to take a look at that. If you get it at a -1 for Washington, you're probably like -110. So that's probably better odds for you to get involved in if you're taking the Washington Nasties. Now, if you take it San Fran, I understand it too. At +140, I get it. The next one, Tampa Bay at New York. Tampa Biscuit, dude. Oh, how bad are they, man? Unbelievable how bad this team is. Just got swept by the Indians, man. Looked just absolutely dreadful at home. Couldn't even hit the ball. Yesterday, they did score 4 runs, but it wasn't enough. Tampa Bay finally has Chris Archer to save the day. Hopefully he can do something here. He's one of the best pitchers in baseball. New York has Tanaka on the mound. New York minus 115 with an under-over of 7 runs.
And we've got the Yankees, who are 21-14 at home. Tanaka's 4-3 with a 3.88 ERA. Archer's going for Tampa Bay. They're 21-12 on the road. Archer is 9-5 with a 2.31 ERA.
Did you say they're 21-12 on the road?
I did.
What's their home record?
I don't know what their home record. I only have their away record.
Oh my God! So the home record must be like terrible then, because they're only a couple games over 500, dude.
Right, they're 42-39.
So okay, so they're probably 6-7 games under 500 at home. So that's pretty surprising, man. Maybe they got a pretty rough home life or something like that. But Chris Archer is the number 9 pitcher in baseball as far as ERA is concerned, with a 2.39. Tanaka's been up and down a little bit, man. I mean, if you look at these teams statistically, it's pretty much even all across the board, except for New York Yankees have a way, way superior offense than Tampa Bay. So, I don't know, man. You know, Tampa Bay has to stop losing at some point. But, you know, when you look at the Stanks, I mean, they're an inconsistent team, man. So, I don't know what to make of this series, Dream. An AL East matchup, these two teams know each other pretty well. I'd like to see what's going on. Tampa Bay is 13-6 in the last 19 games when playing on the road at New York. So that probably dates back, I would say, maybe 2 years. So I don't know if that's really relevant or not. I'm taking a look at Tampa Bay is 4-1 straight up in their last 5 when playing the Stanks. So keep that in the back of your brains, guys. But the Stanks are 12-4 straight up in their last 16 games at home. So this is a tough game to call, Dream.
Yeah, I don't really have an opinion, as I'm not really, like you said, the AL East matchup, it's a tight matchup, these two teams, you know, tough call. As we said, the Tampa Bay plays a little bit better on the road than they do at home, apparently at being 21-12, which is pretty impressive. But the Yankees, you know, they play well at home too, 21-14 at home, so yeah, this is stay away from for me, player.
I mean, you see an under-over of 7, guys, and you probably would want to jump all over that, being that it's the Yankees. However, you got to put in your brains that, number 1, Chris Archer's on the mound. Number 2 is that Tampa Biscuit just cannot hit the ball. They suck. So, you know what? Just remember that when you're getting, you know, jumping up and down. When you see a 7 with the Yankees, I mean, dude, remember we had the 7 with Dallas Keuchel, and it got beat when they went against Keuchel. So don't be so quick to jump on an over when it's 7 runs with the Stanks. That's all I got to say about that. Cleveland, Pittsburgh. Cleveland, Trevor Bauer. Pittsburgh has Charlie Morton. Pittsburgh minus 135 with an under-over of 7.5. Kid, the Pittsburgh Pirates pissed all over the Tigers, huh? 4 games in a row, dude. They crushed them, and they won by 4 runs yesterday, man. I'm on the floor with the Detroit Tigers. I don't know what to make of that team.
They're up and down, dude. They've been streaky. I mean, we've seen it earlier this season when they came out the gate strong, and I remember they went on that little slide. So you know how that works with we've talked about before with the up and down and streaks in baseball.
Definitely. Take a look at some of this. Oh, let me add my boy here to the call and see what he's got to say. Do I got my brother, the masked maniac, Mr. Yotto, on the line?
What is up?
Are you drinking, man? You ready for Freaky Friday or what?
Oh, yeah. I got a couple beers in me already. I'm just on my on my son's Kindle looking at all the Freaky Friday pictures.
Oh, you got anybody that's in the lead yet, dude?
Oh, man. C. Rodriguez is just pumping out some players today.
Oh.
I like the Sir Mata with the aerobic chick doing like the, I don't know, standing plank or some shit.
Yeah, the standing thing. Yeah, that was pretty hot. That's
Jen Selter, isn't that Jen Selter?
Pretty sure it is. I like that one.
Oh, definitely. Hey, big ups to you. Congratulations for Kathy's World last week, brother.
I thought, what the hell, I'll put that one on. It's got to be Dreams type.
Oh.
No, you know what's funny is my man Vinny says that Vinny apparently has sent us her like the week before, and I must have missed it. Because I got tied up in whatever nonsense I was tied up in. But yeah, that was Kathy's World. Very impressive.
That's just phenomenal.
Dude, you know what? I gotta give you a special shout out, man. You were one of the pioneers. I mean, Papa Smurf is, I gotta give him the credit, but you're one of the pioneers, dude, and I really appreciate everything you send me every single day, man. So big ups to you on that for sending me all these beautiful photos. Kind of put a smile on my face every single day while I'm doing this, dude. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. I have a smile on my face when I'm sending it.
Tip Talker is plugging that girl. The chick that he's showing in the gym, she's got the blue star pants with the red top. That's one of my favorites too. She's like that chick from Kathy's World. I guess a couple of these chicks who just all they do is these pics, but she's phenomenal as well.
Oh, definitely.
Oh God, yeah,
definitely. So. All right, dude. So let's have a conversation. Congratulations again to your Milwaukee Brewers, huh?
Yeah, man. I'm actually surprised they actually swept the Phillies as bad as the Brewers are. To actually sweep a team is kind of impressive, and to do it, 4 straight games on the road and to beat Cole Hamels, I'll take it.
Oh, definitely, man. So, I mean, what do you think, dude? Do we got a shot to make some noise or what?
Man, I don't know. I'd like to think that. I'd like to, kind of the half, like glass half full type of guy. But I think it's not going to happen. Maybe make a strong run for maybe a wild card, but I doubt it.
Son, if they get into the wild card, I'm going to be doing backflips, kid. I mean, they're 15 games under 500, but I mean, they have been winning. And you know what?
Yeah,
you get a couple of series. I mean, they have a really, really tough division, dude. But I'm just saying, hey, you never know.
Yeah, they've been playing well. I mean, the bats are starting to come around. The pitching has been, pretty decent here and there. And if they can win, 2 out of 3 games every series, I mean, they could make some noise. They could be that type of team that could cause trouble for somebody and, end up knocking them out of the playoffs or some crap. So.
Right.
You never know.
Right, exactly. Yo, guys, I don't know if you've noticed what Vegas Girl sent, but that's kind of exactly what I was looking for this morning. So take a look at the hashtag SBTVNation. Son, that dude.
the one in the locker room?
The one with the hands, the sand hands on her. And there's another one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think, oh, my God, kid. Wow. Unbelievable. All right, so let's get back to sports, man. So you know what? I think I'm going to take on your can I borrow your Twitter handle that says please fade me?
Yeah, go for it.
Because my stuff has been absolutely dreadful lately. But you know what? I am going to turn it around at some point. I just got to figure out when that's going to happen, man. So just apologies to everybody out there, man. You know what? Hey, sometimes this happens. I've been through it before, and you guys remember what I did at the beginning of the year, man. I think I couldn't lose in the beginning of the year. So I will get back to my winning ways at some point here. I just got to figure out my groove and go from there. So we're talking about Cleveland and Pittsburgh right now. With Cleveland has Bauer. Pittsburgh has Charlie Morton. Pittsburgh minus 135 with an under-over of 7.5. Dream, did you go through the pitching ERAs and records and stuff?
I did not.
All right, go for it.
All right, the Pirates have Morton on the mound. He's 6-1 with a 4.28 ERA. The Pirates are 24-14 at home, and the Indians are 22-18 on the road. Bauer's 6-5 with a 3.96 ERA.
All right, Yato, what's your take on this Pittsburgh Pirates team, dude?
Well, they're that team that could make a run for the division with the Cardinals. It could cause problems for them. I mean, they've been playing some decent ball as of late. It's just I don't like their offense that much, but
right.
You never know.
Although I did allude to the fact that they just pissed all over the Detroit Tigers, man. My God. Awful.
Yeah, but it's Detroit, man. It's just it's the same thing. I mean, Detroit is like the Brewers right now, man.
I know Detroit is bad. They're bad, man. Cleveland. I mean, Cleveland had a pretty good series, man. So Cleveland's kind of doing their thing here, beating up on Tampa Biscuit. So we'll see what happens with this. We'll see which one of these teams wants to make a little run here. So I don't really have an opinion on that. I mean, Pittsburgh at home, you would think that would get the job done in this series. Dream, I mean, we got a bunch of new series coming up, so you might want to consider some series plays.
I already did. I'm already eyeballing something, player.
I thought you were done with baseball, player. What happened? That's the junkie in you. he's got a little junkiness in him, kid. So, all right, we'll keep it moving here. Toronto, Detroit. Toronto has the Blue Jays, Drew Hutchinson. Detroit, Anibal Sanchez. Detroit minus 125 with an under-over of 8.5. Can you guys figure out the Detroit Tigers being favored now against the Toronto Blue Jays? Is it because of the pitching matchup? Dream, give me some numbers here.
All right, Sanchez is 6-7 with a 4.63 ERA. Hutchinson is 8-1 with a 4.99 ERA. The Tigers are 20-22 at home, and the Blue Jays are 16-21 on the road.
All right, so Yato, what do you think about the Toronto? Let's talk about the Toronto Blue Jays real quick. So, it's the pitching has been dusty, man, and it's like every game goes over with them.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What's your thoughts?
Oh, I was just going to say the same thing. Their pitching is, like you said, up and down, but man, their offense is just explosive. If anything, I would take the over in this game, and probably the total team over for Toronto, and leave the money line alone.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm looking at that right now. 8.5 runs. So you're thinking maybe like a team total will probably be somewhere in the 4 range.
Yeah, it's probably 4.5. I'd think, and Detroit would be, like the 4. So
yeah. I'm looking at that. I mean, I was taking a look.
I just want to say, I got to talk about Mitch. Mitch got the Sports Illustrated girl. He said her. And I just want to say, she is not gonna make the cut. She is not gonna. That right there. That's what America thinks men want to see.
Really?
The SBTVNation is about size, player.
What did he say? Let me see. What
he
was it?
Said something that's little. Her butt don't even get. It ain't even in the contest. Yo, she wouldn't even get it. She'd still be standing in the line outside the club.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'm looking at it. Wow.
Trying to hit the bouncer off for like $100. Yo, can I get in?
You're right, dude. Wow.
She be in the line with her girls going, ew, look at those girls.
Got to get the butt implants going over there, player.
Hey, and she probably got more money than any of the chicks that we like. She's like some international Euro supermodel, I'm sure.
Yeah, right.
Meanwhile, we taking chicks from the hood, throwing them in cocktail dresses and posting them. Oh my God!
Wow, unbelievable! Hey, that's funny, dude. All right, so Toronto at Detroit. You think of the Toronto team, dude? Last night I was watching the game a little bit when we were at the bar, man, and you never think Detroit is out of the game. You know, Boston was up 8-0 in the top of the first inning, dude. I was like, I posted something on Twitter, say, anybody feeling froggy about taking Toronto at a live line right now? Because you never know, man. I mean, all of a sudden it was 8-4, and you're like, here we go. You know what I mean? But they just couldn't catch the Red Sox, you know?
Yeah, their offense, you know, they can explode at any time. But yeah, their pitching, man, it's horrible.
I think I agree with you with a team total over in this, man, because what's his name hasn't been that great. I mean, he's been okay, Sanchez, but you know, it's probably something. I mean, you only need a few runs to make it work, you know, especially if it's the 4. If we can catch the 4, I think we'll be in great shape, dude.
Yeah, the 4 would be awesome, but I just have a feeling it'll be 4.5, and I'd still take it at 4.5.
Well, remember, they're an underdog, so, you know, we'll have the conversation. We'll see where it lands. But next one we have is your Milwaukee Brewers playing the Cincinnati Reds. Here's where the Milwaukee Brewers, dude, they have to, like, win every series from now on, dude. Milwaukee has their, I think this is one of their boys, man, Michael Fires. He's been pretty good. Cincinnati, Mike Lorenzen, Milwaukee's favored, dude, minus 115 with an under-over of 8.5. Dream, what you got for numbers here?
All right, the Brewers are 18-22 on the road, so they don't play that well on the road. Player Friars is 3-7 with a 4.14 ERA. The Reds are 22-15 at home. Lorenzen is 3-2 with a 3.38 ERA.
All right, so Yado, you are a Milwaukee Brewers fan, so I want to hear this, man. Why are they favored right now?
I think they're favored the way Fires has been pitching the last couple of weeks. He's been pretty lights out, allowing a couple runs here and there. And then I think because of their series with the Phillies and how the bats have been, kind of turning it up, I think that's why they're favored in this one.
All right, I got you. I think I agree with you on that, man. Yo, Canadian Kepper said the grand prize for winning Freaky Fridays is to get one of my Kepper Tech plays to it. Real funny, man. Wait till the end of the year what it looks like. That's all I can say about that.
I know. I love that. I was going to talk about that earlier, too.
Very funny, man. I've been getting smashed. Whatever. Hey, it is what it is, man.
Whoa.
What you got?
Did you see Tanaka? I think. Tanaka chick on the diving board? Whew.
On the diving board, huh? Well, dude. Oh, my God. Wow. The diving board is kind of crazy, but I think it needs to be lifted a little bit, though. You know what I'm saying? Tip Talker got something crazy that just came through. And Vegas Girl is just on fire right now with her stuff.
I got her in the lead with that one with the red bikini.
All right, cool deal. So taking a look at this, Milwaukee being favored at Cincinnati. I don't know if I understand that line. I get it with Fires being kind of dope as of late, but taking a look at his last outing versus Cincinnati, he looking at Michael Fires here for Milwaukee. He was 4 innings pitched with 4 earned runs and 8 runs, 4 earned, 3 walks. Wow, unbelievable. All right, so it was a 16-10 game. I'm sure you remember that one, dude.
Yeah, he wasn't pitching very well at the beginning of the year, but over the last 2 starts, he's been pitching pretty lights out, I believe. So, if anything, I would say I like the under in this game.
You like the under, huh?
8.5.
8.5.
Yeah, 8.5. I could see it, like a 5-3 type of game, maybe something like that.
It makes sense, dude, because Lorenzen's been pretty good, 3-1 with a 2.87 ERA. Milwaukee is 5-0 straight up in their last 5, dude. 5-game winning streak. I think that's the longest of the year for them.
Oh, by far.
Cincinnati 2-4 straight up in the last 6 games at home. In the last 6 games period, and 9-2 in their last 11 games at home. Wow. Seems like Cincinnati is kind of turning it around at home. So, I don't know. That's kind of a strange line to me. So, you would just think, when the lines are strange, it always seems to go the right way. Meaning, like, the bookmakers have the upper hand with that. So, expect fireworks there, man. I just don't – I think I agree with you with an under there. We'll keep it moving, though. We got Houston and Boston, kid. This should be a good series the way Boston's been playing. Houston has Daniel Straley. Boston has Justin Masterson. Boston minus 125 with an under-over of 9 runs.
We've got the Red Sox, who are 17-20 at home. Masterson's 3-2 with a 5.58 ERA. Straley's got no numbers, but the Astros are 19-18 on the road, and they're coming into Fenway today.
All right, so Dream, you and I have been talking about this Boston Red Sox team now.
Yep.
It seems like they're starting to become a pain in the ass. All of a sudden, the pitching's got a little bit better. The bats are coming alive. Nobody in the AL East wants to take that division. I mean, you see how bad the Stanks have been, how bad Tampa Bay has been. Even the Orioles dropped a couple of games to Texas. And the Toronto Blue Jays are up and down. So, Yato, do the Boston Red Sox have an outside shot of making some noise?
Oh, yeah. They're that team that no matter how bad they start off or how bad they play for a while, they're always that team that just, like you said, they can make some noise. They could make a run for, the division. If they get everything straightened out with their pitching and they get their full lineup back. So I think Pedroia is still out. And if Ortiz starts turning it on, they could make it some noise.
I agree, man. I mean, it looks like they have, like I said it the other day, they have like a little bit of a swagger to them. So we'll see what happens with them. I mean, who knows, guys? I mean, 75-1 to win the World Series right now. For a few bucks, it probably makes some sense to, throw a little bit on it. So the next game we have here is
Casano, Hatter. Casano just hit your flavor.
Really?
Dream, I just saw that, man. My mouth just dropped.
Casano, that you just hit Hatter's flavor.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, that's son. You know what I like. I hope my bride's not listening.
Get back to the baseball.
All right. Anyway, let's go.
I'm just glad my wife's outside mowing the lawn right now.
While you're drinking beers and looking at women. That's a wow. Oh, that's a man's man right there. I got to tell you. All right, so Houston and Boston here. I mean, what do you think of Houston coming into Boston, though? Houston is an underdog here. Boston being favored. I love the fact that Boston and the Milwaukee Brewers are favored today.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a tough game. Houston's been playing well. I like to take the Astros as a money line underdog, nice little payout.
I don't know if I agree with you, man, because every time I've seen this Boston Red Sox team in a questionable line, they always cover it. Whether it's like a minus 190 when they're not supposed to be, or a minus 170, or you look at all the stats here, you see Houston is superior in every single statistical category on the page. I get it, probably because of this Straley guy is, getting his first start, so it probably makes sense. But I mean, Boston Masterson has a 5.5 ERA, dude, and Houston is 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games.
Yeah, that's why I kind of lean Houston. But I mean, if anything, I'd probably play Houston money line small. But other than that, I would just stay away from this game.
All right, I got you, man. I totally get it. So it's probably definitely a stay away from. Because you know what? You'd be probably pissed off at yourself if you bet Boston and Houston wins. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, why the hell did I even bother with that?
Oh yeah.
The next one we have is the Waffle Philadelphia Phillies at the Atlanta Braves, man. Philadelphia has Adam Morgan. I think they've written their season off. I'm sure both of you will agree with that. Atlanta has Julio Teheran. I have no line here yet. Dream, you have a line on this game, Philadelphia, Atlanta?
Did you say that you said these both teams have written their seasons off?
No, Philadelphia only.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say the Braves are still in the running. Atlanta's I got a minus 175. And I got the over at 7.5.
You know something? You would think that Atlanta has no business giving that juice to anybody. However, it is the Phillies. And I have a feeling that Atlanta's going to tear them up. What's your thoughts on that, Yato?
I have the same feeling that Atlanta wins this game. I'm not going to pay that price, so maybe, parlay it with something, like maybe with the Brewers over, or, something other than that. But, yeah, I think they win, but I'm not going to pay full price for that.
No, if you get it at a -1, you're probably like a minus 125 juice on that.
Yeah, I'd take that.
Yeah, and then if you do the 1.5, you convert it to an underdog. So I don't know, man. That's a tough thing for me to do as far as the 1.5. One run may make sense. But Philadelphia is 27 games under 500, guys. 27-54 record. Atlanta's superior in everything here. Adam Morgan has one start, like you said, Dream. Looking at Philadelphia, man, 1-7 straight up in their last 8 games. So, guys, if you have a future on Philadelphia, I was talking to my boy Benjamin Rowe about this last night. Start fading out of it because they are not winning the World Series. I don't care how much it pays. You know what I'm saying? I only have $40 on it, so if I just bet like Atlanta -1 to get that $40 back, I'll probably end up starting to do that because I know there's no way that Philadelphia is going to win a few games against Atlanta. I'd be very surprised. I think both of you agree with me.
They might sneak one win out of the series. I don't think it's going to be today.
Right, exactly. The next one we have is L.A. Angels and Texas Rangers. L.A. has Garrett Richards, Texas Chi Gonzalez. L.A. minus 140 on the road. Wow. With an under-over of 8.5. That is a very strange line, especially the way Texas has been playing.
The Angels are 16-20 on the road, and they've got Richards on the mound for them. He's 8-5 with a 3.54 ERA. The Rangers are 15-19 at home. Chi Gonzalez is 2-3 with a 2.59 ERA.
All right, so now here is the series that is going to determine who's going to make some noise, I think, because both of these teams are hovering around the same record. LA has they're 3 games over 500. Rangers are 2 games over. Whoever wins this series, I think is going to kind of, be in contention with the Astros. What do you guys think about that, Yato?
Yeah, I actually like how Texas has been playing as of late. They started getting their team together. They're hitting. They're starting to pitch a little bit better. One of these two teams is gonna fight Houston for this division.
Exactly. Dream, do you have any opinion on the Texas Rangers and LA Angels or what?
I do not.
You do not. All right. So let me just take a look at a couple of trends here. I'd like to see what happens when these two teams would play each other. So now I understand kind of where the line is going. Listen to this. LA Angels, 17-5 straight up in the last 22 games when playing the Texas Rangers.
Oh, geez.
Wow. That's nuts.
That's crazy.
And 11-2 straight up in the last 13 games when playing Texas on the road. However, I think this is a different Rangers team.
I think they're playing with more confidence. The Rangers are, and this. I think that stat you just said is going to turn around a little bit.
Yeah,
I think So.
I mean, because if you look at the stats at the Smart Chart, Texas is superior in most categories here, surprisingly on paper. So, you know what? I'd have to kind of see this series play out. I think I'd like to see what you guys think about that series, to be honest with you. We'll keep it moving, though. Go to the next one here. We've got Dream. You got anybody in the lead yet?
I got Vegas Girl is in the lead player between the girl with the sand hands that you mentioned, and she's got another one with the female standing with a pink bikini. Those two right now and along with Casano, and the one he's saying seem right now to me to be the three top.
All right, so we got a couple of more minutes, and we got 6 games left. So let's keep it moving here. Baltimore at Chicago White Sox. Baltimore, Ubaldo Jimenez, who I thought he was pretty good in his last outing. Chicago White Sox has John Danks. Baltimore minus 145 with an under-over of 9 runs. Wow.
The Orioles are 16-21 on the road. Jimenez is 7-3 with a 3.09 ERA. The White Sox got Danks on the mound. He's 3-8 with a 5.38 ERA, and the White Sox are 18-15 at home.
Wow. Yado, so let's have a conversation about this because I see an under-over of 9 runs. Anytime I see that with the Chicago White Sox, I love taking the unders because their bats are terrible. But Baltimore can explode at any point. So talk to me. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, 9 runs is a lot of runs for any game. I like the under in that game just because, like you said, the White Sox bats have been horrible. If anything, I would take Baltimore's total team over.
Wow, really? So you got a 4.5 to 5 probably there.
Yeah, I can see them. Oh my God. Holy, yeah, I can see them lighting up. Sorry, I was just looking at a picture.
That's what Freaky Fridays does to us, man. The guys use the hashtag SBTVNation, post the best photos that you can find on the internet, and we got my special guest judge over here, Yado, getting a little distracted. So, dude, Freaky Fridays is the bomb, kid. I can't wait till we originate this where we have everybody that can see everything at all times. You know what I'm saying? We're working on that. We're working on that player.
That's going to be awesome.
Yes.
I was just laughing at C. Rodriguez Jr., man. That guy is just... He's going through his whole repertoire right now.
I love how these guys do like rapid fire. Like they'll be like, all right, here you go. Here's an 8-pack. Boom, 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 boom. Unbelievable, man. All right, so the total's gone under in 5 of the last 7 Baltimore games, and Baltimore is 17-7 straight up in their last 24. Although they did get beat by the Rangers a couple of times at home, man. So I think they bounce back here. I think they beat up on the White Sox, but. Dude, I can't believe the White Sox went into St. Lucia and won 2 games against them.
No doubt.
That's awesome. Any team that can beat St. Louis, I'm a fan of.
Does St. Louis have the epic collapse coming?
I'd like to think so. The Cardinals to me are the Yankees of the NL. I mean, I can't stand them. Never have liked them. And I hope they just fall apart.
I think when Wainwright went down, it was like, a big blow to them, obviously. Without him in the rotation, they're dope. They win. They're the best ERA in baseball, best home record in baseball. They are banging, but I don't know if a team like the Cardinals can beat the Washington Nationals. I don't know.
Man, I don't know. You like to think that they couldn't beat, a team like that, but then they turn around and they do it. You know what I mean? And they do it every year, and it's just, I mean, it's a great organization. Obviously, how they're running, but man, I wish they would just fall.
I know, you got the Brewers fan in you saying that. I get it. I hope they fall, too. Because you know what? I mean, I do have money on them to win the World Series, but I've got a huge payout with the Brewers. So let's have the conversation.
How awesome would that be?
Oh, dude. Kid, I'm structuring it. Guys, just so you know what I'm doing, I'm making investments every single day with a little system play I got going on. I invest every day in futures, and my goal is to have all 30 teams pay over $100,000 at the end of the year. That's my goal. Oh. So, you know what? I'm working on it, guys. I will definitely share it with you as we go. So, let's see. So, my game-to-game stuff, I can afford to lose because at the end of the day, I plan on cashing with MLBs. That's all I got to say about that. So, Baltimore with Chicago, the under just went down to 8.5. Just went down as we were talking. So, am
I changing lines here?
Yeah, you're changing lines, player. All right, a couple of more games we have. We have Minnesota at K-Sizzle. K-Sizzle loses 4 straight games.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, I know. Oh, God. Minnesota has Tom Malone. KC has Jeremy Guthrie. KC minus 150 with an under-over of 8 runs. I think KC bounces back. Dream, what do you got for numbers here?
We've got, Guthrie's going, and Guthrie is dusty, dog. 6-5 with a 5.68 ERA. Dude, I am not a big fan of that pitcher. The Royals are 22-14 at home. The Twins are 17-22 on the road. Malone is going for them. He's 4-1 with a 3.19 ERA. Go easy with Guthrie.
Yeah. I guess so. I haven't really paid much attention to Guthrie, to be honest with you. Yato, do you have any opinion on K-Sizzle, like, doing something here? I mean, what's their deal?
Oh my God, that's hot. Sorry. Jonesy just sent wow. Oh man, nice tan line. Kansas City, I can see them still winning the division. I think Minnesota plays them pretty tough though. At Kansas City and in Minnesota, so if any, I like Kansas City. I like their team. I like their offense, their pitching. I could see them winning this game today.
All right. Well, if you're investing in futures, you got to pay attention to like a team with like a 4-game slide like Kansas City, because you get better odds if you catch them at the tail end of their slide. That's when you start getting a better value. So keep that in the back of your brains when you're betting futures, guys. I mean, I'm looking at the futures right now, and I could see them moving all over the place. It's nuts.
What is Kansas City at right now?
Kansas City, the best you could get on sportsbetterstv.com is plus 920 to win the World Series. Cool. So $100 would pay you $920 for them to win the World Series. But, dude, the AL, man, there's who's going to win in the AL? It's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful.
I could see it coming down to like Kansas City or like a team from the AL West.
The LA Angels?
Yeah, the Angels.
If they get hot.
If they get hot, yeah.
All right. So speaking of hot teams, well, not so hot teams actually. Now that we're talking about it, they've been good at home, but they've been falling loose in 3 straight home games. Is the St. Louis Cardinals. San Diego is at St. Louis today. San Diego has Andrew Kashner. St. Louis has Michael Wacha. St. Louis minus 180 with an under-over of 7 runs.
The Cardinals are 29-10 at home. Wacha is 10-3 with a 2.77 ERA. Kashner's 3-9 with a 4.22 ERA. The Padres are 20-21 on the road.
All right, let me just switch my music up here and get a little Nas going in the background, guys. All right, so taking a look at this game, I mean, St. Louis losing 3 straight games at home is kind of a problem. I've been playing them, too, and just been getting punched in the face. But taking a look at this, I think Wacha can get the job done for them. You know what San Diego's bats are. I mean, Dream, you know that all too well.
Awful.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. But I'm looking at the overs with them. I'm kind of scratching my head, man. 4 of the last 6 games with San Diego on the road have gone over, and 5 of the last 7 when they're playing St. Louis. But St. Louis is 9-3 straight up in their last 12 games at home. So they had a 9-game winning streak, and then they lost 3 straight. Any opinion here, Yato? That's a lot of juice to lay 180.
Yeah, I think they get the job done today. Wacha's just been lights out for them. So this is a game that you could parlay with that. What was that other game we were talking
Atlanta.
about? Yeah. That or get them down to, like you said, like down to 1. 1 run. That's what I would do.
Yeah, if you got that down to 1, you're probably at a minus 130. So if you look at that, you got the minus 130 there, and you got the minus 140 now at Atlanta. Atlanta just jumped to 190.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, it's kind of jumping up there, guys. So I think that's a pretty good parlay, dude. Atlanta and St. Louis.
Yeah, that'd probably be my best bet for today. Would parlay those 2.
All right, sounds good, man. So definitely sounds appealing to me. 3 more games. We got Seattle at Oakland. Seattle, J.A. Happ. Oakland has Jesse Chavez. Oakland is like the team that shuts everybody out, man. I want to say they have 11. I forgot how many shutouts. I read it yesterday. I want to say it was 11 so far. What you got, man?
Did you see the picture Jonesy just sent? Oh my
Dude,
God.
Twitter is on fire today with sport, with the biggest show in the world, man. I gotta, dude. I haven't even.
God, she's like a 40 triple Z.
Oh wow, no, that's got to be Photoshop, dude. Wow, unbelievable. Dream, dude, I put my phone down for 5 minutes and there's like 50 notifications.
I know.
This is just, we've created something crazy here, man, with Freaky Fridays, dude. Wow, unbelievable, dude. Oh man, I don't even know where to begin. Vegas girl just keeps sending them and sending them and sending them.
I know. She got like she's got 4 that would win, would have won all by themselves each week.
The one she sent on the porch is dope too, by the way. It's like a side profile. You know which one I'm talking about there.
Yep, I'm looking at it right now.
Let's see. Seattle, J.A. Happ. Oakland has Jesse Chavez. Oakland minus 155 with an under-over of 7.5 runs.
It's like Vegas girl went and practiced.
Yeah, right.
She went and practiced. She said, "All right, we had a good week of practice this week, girls. I think we're all set for the contest on Friday. We're gonna come out strong."
Maybe she should be a judge.
She is coming on soon. As I have booked her to come on the show, not as a judge, but I have booked her, so we could discuss that when she comes on.
All right, sounds good. So, what do you got for numbers with Seattle, Oakland, brother?
The Seattle Mariners are 19-20 on the road, and the Oakland Athletics are 17-24 at home. Chavez is 4-7 with a 3.02 ERA. Happ for the Mariners is 3-5 with a 3.89 ERA.
All right, so taking a look at the Oakland A's, they are 8 games under 500. And I think that they need to, in order to make some noise in the postseason, I think they need to win all these games versus Seattle. And I think they're doing a pretty damn good job of it so far. They're superior in pretty much every statistical category I could find, except for they're striking out a little bit more than Seattle. Looking at this, but taking a look at this, I mean, Yato, you know that the Oakland A's are in the top 10 as far as ERA and hitting.
Yeah, but it just surprises me that they're 8 games under and they're 10.5 games out. It's just like that they just can't put them both together at the same time. That's what I feel like. But
yeah,
I'm actually surprised that they're that far back.
I know, but I think they're going to turn it around, dude. I really do. Trust me.
Yeah, they probably could go on a winning streak. Not like they did a few years ago where they won like 22 in a row. But I could see them, pounding out 7-8 wins in a row. Lose a couple games and then win 4 or 5.
Yeah,
in a row again.
Definitely. I think right now they're a hell of a good value at 90-1. I think you could throw some money on them and some money on the Red Sox because that American League is up for grabs. I keep saying it, man. And the Houston Astros seem like the best team in the AL right now, which is just terrible to say. So I don't know, man. We'll have the conversation as it materializes throughout the year. But Seattle, Oakland minus 155. As I said before, I don't really think that you could back Seattle in this spot. But what do I know these days, man? I think I'm going to keep it moving from that game because there's 2 more here, and I want to talk about them. Another team that I think on the outside looking in has the potential to put something together. I just don't know if it's their year yet. We're talking about the Arizona Diamondbacks, guys. Colorado at Arizona. Arizona laid the smacketh down on them last night. Colorado has Kyle Kendrick. Arizona, Chase Anderson. Arizona minus 170 juice, guys. 170 with an under-over of 9. Dream, what do you got?
The Diamondbacks are 20-20 at home. Anderson is 4-2 with a 3.66 ERA. The Rockies are 17-23 on the road. Kyle Kendricks is 3-10 with a 6.07 ERA. I like the Diamondbacks tonight.
Definitely. Well, that's your speed, man. Minus 170.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? you know that. As soon as he my assistant is in the other room looking at Freaky Friday stuff. Honey, this is not what you should be looking at right now.
Hi, Riz.
Yano says hello to you, by the way. So, Mitch stepped it up, Dream.
Yeah, no, yeah. I know. He stepped it up big time.
yes, he did. I was just going to say that, but I didn't want to interrupt
him. He do some squats. He got him out. Got the barbell out. And had the girls do a few squats, and definitely brought some better steam to the show.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I read something. I saw a really nice photo one time. It said squats are the difference between a butt and an ass. I love it, man. All right, so Arizona Diamondbacks superior in pretty much everything here. 3 games under 500. Really, really good at home too, man. What's their home record, Dream?
The Diamondbacks are 20-20 at home, player.
Oh, 20-20. All right. So as of late, I think they've been better. But looking at 9 runs here between these two teams, it did go under that yesterday. Colorado's 1-5 straight up in the last 6, and the total's going over in 4 of the last 6 Arizona games. 170 for them. Colorado can sneak a game out of them, dude. So just be careful with that if you're going to play it. That's all I got to say, man. Because I've been watching this Arizona Diamondbacks team for a while now, and they're 4-1 straight up in the last 5 when playing at home versus Colorado. So like I said, you may catch a game there from Colorado. Any opinion here, Yato, or no?
Yeah, I like Arizona to win this game. That's one of those teams that you could parlay with the Braves or
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Yep. All right, final game we have on the ticket is this is a thick as spread as what we've been seeing on our page. We got the New York Mets at the LA Dodgers. My bad. New York Mets have Noah Syndergaard, LA Clayton Kershaw. Ready for this? Minus 280 juice the Dodgers are with an under-over of, get this, dude, 5.5 runs. 5.5, guys.
Yeah, I plugged the 5.5 this morning when I got up. I saw that and I hopped on it.
You got the over?
5.5. I have to take the over.
You have to, right? It's only 5.5 runs, dude.
Yeah, and that's when they'll score 5.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Kershaw has not been that good, man. Isn't he under 500? Dream, what do you got there again?
Kershaw is 5-6 with a 3.20 ERA. The Dodgers are 27-13 at home. Mets, pathetic. 11-26 on the road. Syndergaard's 3-4 with a 3.59 ERA. Listen, you guys may want to take a shot at the over. I don't see anything wrong with it. Obviously, at 5.5, it's worth the shot. Dude, you're not going to get no help. You're not getting no support from the Mets.
Yeah, right. You need 6-0 Dodgers here. Total's going under in 13 of the last 16 Mets games. We've been talking about that for weeks now, and you know what? My dumb ass should be playing that. I know it went over yesterday because the Cubs ended up scoring 6 runs. It was a 6-1 victory for the Cubs, and it was a 6.5 point total there. Looking at this, the total's going under in 7 of the last 10 Dodgers games as well. But, dude, you want to give me 5.5? That's something to take a look at, guys.
Yeah, I saw that. Like I said, I saw that this morning, and just the way, like you said, Kershaw hasn't been pitching that great. And come on, the Mets could scrap out 2 runs, which would really help out nicely. But at 5.5, it's like an automatic over.
You said the Mets could scrap out 2 runs. I don't know. I don't know if I can agree with that.
Well, hey, you never know. It is baseball, and it is a funny sport. So, hey, maybe they blow up for 4 runs for one game, and then go back in the shelter again.
They are professional athletes, man. You know what I'm saying? They do swing the bat. So every once in a blue moon, the ball is going to hit the bat. You know what I'm saying? And get a couple of runs out of them. So. You got 5.5. I don't know. We'll have the conversation. If you buy it down to 5, that's almost like a hockey total.
Yeah. 5.5 is a hockey total.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So, all right, we're going to keep it moving with that. Dream, do you see anything here that interests you other than what's on SBTV Nation?
I did like the Dodgers for the series as well, as I think they'll destroy the Mets. It's probably going to be pretty heavy to take the Dodgers for the series. I'm with you on the Diamondbacks. I like the Diamondbacks today to bounce, to get it done. And I also like you said, the St. Louis Cardinals to get it done today as well.
Definitely St. Louis.
Yep.
Definitely St. Louis. I agree with you guys 100% on that. The Atlanta Braves, I'd like to see what they've been doing versus Philadelphia. I know everybody's been beating up on Philadelphia, but let me just take a look. Head-to-head matchups. Let's see if I can find something here. I can't find it. Do you guys have any idea what Atlanta's been doing with the Philadelphia Phillies? I'd like to know, if they've owned them or not, or what's been going on. Let me look at a preview and see if I can find anything, and I cannot hear either.
If I wasn't so caught up in
I know, right? I know.
SBTVNation, I'd be giving you some help right now, but this is just outstanding.
All right, so I mean, it's tough for me to back the Braves. It really is, but I do agree with both of you on St. Lucia. I'm looking at that total in that Dodgers and Mets game. How about the no score first inning in that? It's probably going to be minus 200 though, Dream.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm not even on that today. I am going to just roll with, like I said, I like the Dodgers series wise.
How about a case? Well, KC's got Guthrie on the mound. You can't mess with that. I'll get back to you guys later on, and we'll discuss it with the nation and see where we're at. So, guys, hashtag SBTVNation. It is Friday. Happy 4th of July to everybody, man. I hope you guys have a real safe weekend and enjoy yourselves, but the time has come where we need to figure out of the 100,000 photos that we've gotten, who takes the cake today. Yato, Dream, talk about it. What do you think?
Yato, I don't know which one.
Yato, you all right, son? I'm gonna have to call EMS over there to get that.
Oh man, there's so many of them. It's like which one do you go with?
There's a lot. I'm favoring Vegas girls. I'm favoring the girl with the sand hands.
Yeah, that was dope, man. I pointed that out right out of the gate. Let me just look here. Let me see if I can find anything. I mean, there's just so much.
There's a lot.
I'll tell you, Mitch came out with.
Mitch came back. That one in the pink is strong.
Yes, that's the one I'm looking at.
The one in the pink is strong with Mitch. Mitch did come strong with the pink.
I'm feeling.
I'd have to say it's between those two, man. Both of them are sweet.
I'm feeling the team that Mitch sent. You know how he redeemed himself after the European model. The team has got me going crazy right now, to be honest with you.
C. Rodriguez Jr. He deserves a shout out too. Vinny sent actually a video of Kathy walking, but C. Rodriguez Jr. he deserves a shout out. And Sermana, I did that white, the one on the sand in that white bikini. I like that a lot too, man. Oh,
yeah.
Well, there can only be one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to Vegas girl though today. It's for me. She's got two. I really like the one with the sand hands, but I also like the one that's standing up in the pink bathing suit.
Oh, I like the one that she sent with the chick on the bike.
Yep, the bike with the white and the green, the white pants and the green top. Yeah, the lime green.
Yeah. So Vegas girl. Yeah, I give it to Vegas girl. She was shooting fire today, man. Those are.
Yeah,
all right, Vegas girl 92661 is the winner of Freaky Friday. Dude, I can't not pay attention to what Jonesy sent though with the tan line.
Yep.
Wasn't that sweet?
That was just bonkers, dude. Oh,
Jonesy, send that one next week.
yeah, right. That might be for next week. So Fast Eddie just sent me something dope too, by the way. All right, guys. So Vegas Girl 92661, you are the winner. Congratulations to you, honey. As we talked about, we've got a bunch of winners. We owe everybody some T-shirts, man. We are working on them, working on the design. We got a lot of big stuff coming up, guys. So, like I said, in the next couple of weeks, there's going to be a monumental announcement from the biggest show in the world. So get ready, strap your seatbelts on, and we are ready to rock. So, Yato, man, always a pleasure having you on, brother.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. It's always a blast. Love calling with you too. So anytime you guys want me on, I'm always available.
All right, fantastic. So we appreciate your help with the games, and so I think we do need 3 people on Dream on Fridays because we need one of us to have their head in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You guys can't handle this on your own.
Oh no, definitely not. Vegas girl. So my boy Benjamin Rowe put out the odds.
The odds
to win the.
She was a 9-1 too.
She was a 7-1, I think.
Nice. 7-1, okay.
Yeah. All right, so congratulations to you, honey. I think that is awesome. So, all right, guys, we will go from there. So, Yado, thank you very much for calling, brother. Happy 4th of July weekend to you, brother.
Hey, same to you guys, and enjoy and be safe.
All right, take care. All right.
Bye.
Wow, Dream. My head is spinning right now. Son, it's getting crazier and crazier every single week, man. What are we going to do here with this thing? Dude, we got it. You know what? My master plan has to come to form real soon here, man, with this whole package. So we'll go from there. So we're going to close this thing out, guys. We went 15 minutes over today, my God. So
we always go over our Friday.
Yeah, Friday is Friday, guys. All right, so just so you know, we are here during the week, and we're always on the weekends, but this weekend I will be off the map. So we do not have a show Saturday or Sunday. We will be back on Monday. Maybe it's the time that we need to kind of fall back a little bit and gather our brains and get on a massive-ass winning streak. So, Dream, what you got, brother?
Hey, I want to just give a big shout out to everybody that retweeted the show today and all of the Freaky Friday contestants and people who got it down. I want to thank my man Vince Parker, Jordy Best, Holiday, Zay, JC, Lou Dog, Get a Vegas Bookie, Get Into a Check, my man Tanaka's great job on the Picks player, Postal Pete, my man Moneyline Hunter, Direct Sports Solution, Benjamin Rowe. Thank you so much for coming up with the odds for the Freaky Friday contest as well. My man Matty Fresh, Christo, Shipper 82, Casano, you came through big time as well with your picks. My man Jay Cash, you were killing us with yours as well. Chai Picks came through and hit us off with a lot of beautiful ladies too. Sergio Rodriguez, what's happening, brother? Tip Talker, loved your contributions as well. Eddie E is out there. C. Rodriguez Jr., a lot of your honeys I was feeling. Jason Bruh is out there, the Canadian Capper. Glad to see you get on board and get involved. My man Vinny sent the video of my girl Kathy in the walk. I got to give him a shout out for that. Sir Mata's out there. The Black Hasselhoff, Sin City Maverick D. Yado, thank you so much for coming on. My man Marlon Surratt, King J. Guys, Vegas girl, you are the winner today, honey. You did stellar with your work, as we loved the girl with the sand handprints, and I definitely like the one, just the pink bathing suit standing up. Thought she was very stellar. I am the Dream, you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I am looking at the LA Dodgers tonight in a series wager. There are also a couple of looks at St. Louis as far as a straight gameplay. And I also like the Arizona Diamondbacks, as I will maybe put something out a little bit later, let you guys know what's going on. We do have a little time, as those are all pretty much late night plays. So just remember to take a look at Twitter and see what I post later if you are tailing. And always remember, guys, we are not cappers, as we frequently often say. We are gamblers. So whatever I put out is something that I'm gambling on personally, and what I like and what I'm doing with my money. If you care to tail, obviously you tail at your own risk. And I love to have you on board with me. But hey, I don't feel bad if you don't, okay? But thank you so much once again for your support. Remember, make the most of each and every day, because you cannot get this time back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, guys, we are Sports Bettors TV, the biggest show in the world, having an absolute blast every single day. And Freaky Fridays has just become an insane show, dude. I'm like, Friday really just puts a smile on my face. Happy weekend to everybody, guys. Happy 4th of July. We love you to death. Go out there. Go easy. Do your own homework. Bet your own plays. Make your dreams a reality. Be safe. Don't get in any trouble this weekend, and get that money.
Yeah,
Take
and
care.
If you drink and drive, guys, get a designated driver, because there's a lot of people. Listen, they put a lot of stops out there. Be careful with that. Please don't drink and drive. Please be careful. Please be responsible.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, guys. God bless.
Peace.